Hey gang, so I have a little rant, and I don't do this very often, but I just can't hold back any longer. This is in regards to the disservice that so many martial arts instructors and news stations and talk shows are doing to women regarding women being sexually assaulted, raped, and how they can defend themselves. Everyone wants to either show a move or see a move, the magical move that will, stop the big bad male attacker, and then the female can get away, free. So this, I've been seeing this a lot. I'm sure you guys have too. And I just can't hold back, like I say. So what happened to fuel this just now is the most recent thing was we just had a news story where an arrest was made on a rape that was a year ago in a nearby city here. And, the news station decided to run a story on this arrest and based on self-defense for women. The attack was brutal. The guy pulled a lady out of her car, drug her across to a park with her mouth covered, and raped her, I'm told several times. I have not read the whole story. Either way, it was brutal. And the arrest was made just recently, which was about almost a year after it happened. That right there should send some red flags if it took a year just to get this guy arrested. But anyway, so the news station wanted to get a story on it. And I received a phone call. I could not do anything in person, so a phone interview was not good enough because they wanted to see a move, okay? Now, I'm not trying to slam the reporter or the news station, but they got to just stop doing this crap. So they wanted to see a move. One instructor gave a move, and the issue I have is these moves, guys, are not working for women against a man. I'm sorry, ladies. Men are stronger. Period. I don't care if you're Ronda Rousey or Wonder Woman. The men are stronger, and the average woman being attacked isn't even a martial artist or a combat sport athlete. Look, we got to realize there's martial art, there's martial sport, and some call it combat sports, and there's flat-out combat. I'm not talking about military combat going to war. I'm talking about when your ass is attacked out in the street, how do you survive, okay? So first of all, let me back up with this. My rant starts a long time ago, actually. A lady named Gabrielle Rubin out of New York or the Northeast somewhere. She's a self-proclaimed expert on self-defense for women. And she has a website out there, video. She's been on the Today Show, Good Morning America. I don't know which ones they were, but 2 or 3 big-time shows. And she demonstrates these moves you can do to stop a male attacker. She's even quoted as saying that she feels one of the best places to be is on the ground because, as she puts it, women's legs are stronger. They can kick up at the attacker. And it's awkward for the bad guy to go down to that level. Hello? The rape happens on the ground probably 90% of the time. Then she talks about how to stop a rear choke, which wasn't even a choke, by stepping around the guy and then taking him down. That's a dumbass thing to do also. It grinds my gears when we try to teach women a martial arts move, a martial arts technique that's not always designed for combat, especially, again, a woman against a stronger, usually bigger, male attacker, okay? Gabrielle has had some really asinine things she said for women to do that just will not work. It's a blatant disservice to women everywhere. And when you're on a national talk show that millions are going to see, wow, what a false sense of security, you think? So about 10 years, maybe 10 years ago here in this area I'm in, there was a rash of sexual assaults and gropings and stalkings and things from different cities and campuses over a period of time. And several news stations got involved, and they, of course, approached local martial arts instructors, gym owners, to give them their advice on how the women can stop the attacker. And one gentleman said, well, you can chop the throat, or you can kick the knee and you can get away. Bullshit! No! Again, weaker, smaller female to bigger, stronger male. You're just gonna piss him off. Stop it! You cannot fight a man like a man if you're a woman. And then if you're on the Rousey, you're not in the cage, you're not in the boxing ring, you're not in the jiu-jitsu mats. You're out in the street where it's real, okay? It's real. A lot more factors. Look, if news stations and talk shows want to do a service to women and really help women, then have a half-hour candid, no-holds-barred interview with someone legitimately knows what they're talking about and talk it out. Don't show them a move they can't freaking do. That's not going to work. It's going to get them hurt. Talk about, avoiding the attack altogether. Where the attacks happen, how often they happen. You can Google, and you're going to have different results. You're going to have 1 in every 2 or 4 or 6 women in America are sexually assaulted, either completely raped or attempted every day. You're going to see results saying every 98 seconds all the way to 4 minutes, an American female is sexually assaulted or fully raped. So you can find stats and all these things, and they're going to vary. But even the most minuscule stat is still way more times than it should happen. Look, women, you got to start being more aware. You got to leave and know where your route's at, where you're going. Is it a bad area? When you leave, does someone know where you're going to go? When you're getting back, what your route is, right? Go with a friend, not by yourself. There's so many things to talk about with self-defense and awareness. Prevention, not the fight itself. Crime scene 1 versus crime scene 2. The tools you have on your body to strike with, and the tools you carry on your purse or your clothing or in your car, or you can find on the ground to use to fight back. But look, stop showing a woman how to, hip toss a man, how to a front choke to the throat like this, standing there. That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen just standing there choking a lady. You're going to be grabbing her in that choke if you do, and driving her to the ground or against a wall. So this to this, and then a takedown does not work for a woman against a man. It just doesn't work. Look, if they grab you from behind a bear hug and your arms are in, even if their arms are in, they're not just going to wiggle out. They don't have time because you're not going to stand there and hold them and see if they can do it. It's not a drill in the gym. It's real freaking life, and they're going to rape your ass. So you need to start learning how to avoid that altogether, or what will work. And what 2 areas of a man's body are the most vulnerable for anybody, woman or man? The eyes and the groin. News stations do not want to hear you say, well, stick a finger in their eye all the way back to the back of their head and gouge that eye. News stations don't want to hear you say, grab their little balls and crush them like robin eggs. But that's what you got to do. And every single time a man attacks a woman, if they don't knock her out completely altogether and they're in front of her and they grab her, whether they're standing up or on the ground, his eyes are in reach. Freaking take him out of his head. If he's exposed and the sexual assault is happening, grab his little balls and crush them. Okay? Look. You need, the best weapon women have is confidence. Period. Confidence. How do you gain confidence? Not by watching a news story or a talk show or a video from a self-proclaimed expert on one move or two how to get out of that. No. You go join a gym and train. I don't care what martial art it is. Every martial art is going to have moves that work and moves that do not work in a real life situation. Okay? But you're going to build confidence. Go to a jiu-jitsu class, a Muay Thai class, a class that teaches combatives like knife fighting, those kind of things. Build that confidence. You do not want to go to the ground on purpose like Gabrielle Rubin said. No. But you want to learn the ground game, learn jiu-jitsu, so you know how to escape a position or even hold a position so you can strike the eyes or grab and squeeze his little balls, right? You got to learn that so you can get back up or you can fight back. You need to build that confidence. You need to learn Muay Thai so you learn how to strike with elbows and knees and how to clench and control that guy so you can get to his eyes and to his groin, right? You need to train not all these moves. You get 10 moves, you're not going to think of them. When you're attacked, the adrenaline rushes, the panic rushes, you get tunneled. You're not going to know what you're going to do before you do it. It's going to happen. So some guys are right in saying that. This last news story, one of the guys said most folks think they know what they're going to do before they do it. When it comes right down to it, they don't. That's absolutely 100% correct. You don't. But how do you make it a reaction? The other person said you got to train so things become not a thought process, but a muscle memory reaction. That is 100% spot on as well. You got to get in the martial arts gym. You got to train, preferably a combat sport like Muay Thai or Jiu-Jitsu. Get some wrestling in. Get some combatives like some knife training in, some gun training in. Learn how to protect yourself, build the confidence. But always, ladies, always know the eyes and the groin are your two best targets to attack a man. Those he's most vulnerable. Okay? So instead of training all these moves, train situations, train scenarios, and how do you get to those eyes and groin from those scenarios? How do you get to a better position if you are on the ground? If your arms are pinned back on the ground here and he's straddling you, like Miss Gabby Rubin said, no, you can't just wiggle your bony hips and hurt his groin. That's just so freaking ignorant and ridiculous. It's just laughably stupid. You can't just wiggle your bony hips and hurt his groin. Give me a freaking break. Just shut up. Okay? Look, maybe you can't do anything at that moment right at all. But if he's not exposed, he's not going to rape you. His hands have to get free. Guess what's available when his hand is free and your hand is free? His eyes, right? Your escape. So learn how to do those kind of things that will work a higher percentage of the time. There are no absolutes in anything with combat. No absolutes. But damn it, instructors, news crews, talk shows, quit getting these self-proclaimed self-defense experts on your shows for your ratings and showing a self-defense move that will not frickin' work. Start doing a service to ladies, not a disservice. Show them some frickin' respect. Women are not inferior to men. They just aren't as strong as men. It's a fact. We got to realize it. We got to train for that fact. Man, see, I'm yelling right now because it just burns my ass how much crap is out there. That's a total, complete disservice to women. No means no. Rape should never happen. We know that. Now, women, I'm going to yell at you too because I've heard so many women say, well, I shouldn't have to go train in a school for all those hours and days and years just to do something that shouldn't happen in the first place. Really? No, it shouldn't happen in the first place. But look, ladies, it's not a nice world out there. It does happen. It does happen. And I guarantee you, every single woman that it's happened to, some more than once, believe it or not, never thought it happened to them, did they? It happens. Don't be a victim. Prepare for it. Learn what you can and do to avoid it, to prevent it before it ever becomes physical. And then, if it's physical, keep it simple, stupid. Go to the vulnerable spots, the eyes and the groin, and figure out how to. In every situation, scenario, figure out how to. Okay? Now, tools. The news lady asked me, you know, what do you just say carry? What do you recommend they carry? Like mace, you know. Well, to be honest with you, if you're going to carry anything, there's a lot of good things. Some will carry mace pepper spray. Some will carry a flashlight. Some will carry a Kubotan keychain. Some will carry this cat claw thing that some of the cops recommend. Some will carry a taser. Whatever you carry, you need to practice with it. You can't just carry it because it's a good weapon and know how to use it when this shit hits a fan and it's real and your life's in danger or you're about to get raped. You got to train it. You got to practice it so you can use it effectively. Stop the nonsense. And you know what? There are some great instructionals on YouTube. Some great instructionals by some legit experts, I'll call them. But for every one legit quality instructional on YouTube there you find, there's about 20 plus that are complete garbage. That's a disservice to everyone. And multiple attackers, that's a whole different ball game. We're seeing videos now with ladies teaching knife and gun defense against multiple assailants. Stop teaching static drills for real life, reality-based self-defense. Just stop it. If you're not going to do it right and do it effectively because either you haven't been in a fight in your life or that's how you were taught, you don't realize it's not right, just stop. You got to do it. See, I'm going to ramble now. It just irritates the crap out of me every time I see a news story or a talk show story with an expert that gives a move that may work for a man against a man or even a woman against a man in a martial arts dojo in a prescribed drill. Those moves do not work in real life. Start giving them things that work in real life, or just shut up. Rant over.